Hello students, this is Miss Alejandra again, and we're going to continue with Unit 4 of Top Notch 3. So we were talking about the noun clauses. Here we're going to talk about embedded questions. We have embedded questions, usage and common errors, a punctuation, and with infinitives. Noun clauses as a subject and objects, okay? So the noun clauses sometimes include embedded questions. Use if or whether to begin embedded questions, yes or no. If and whether have the same meaning. Okay? If and whether. If y whether tienen el mismo significado en las preguntas embedded. Vamos a utilizar if o whether para comenzar una pregunta de sí o no, embedded. Vamos a ver los ejemplos que tenemos acá. Tenemos yes and no questions. Is that magazine any good? Esa es nuestra pregunta. Ahora vamos a contestarla. Vamos a hacer otra pregunta. Una pregunta de sí o no utilizando embedded. En las embedded questions vamos a utilizar if and whether. Fíjense bien cómo cambia esa pregunta utilizando if. Tell me if that magazine is any good. Okay. Miren cómo cambia esa pregunta. Miren la pregunta que hacíamos a mano izquierda. Is that magazine any good? Ahora vamos a hacer una embedded question, sería tell me if that magazine is any good. Le vamos a agregar más información y vamos a utilizar if or whether. Veamos la siguiente oración. Did he like the article? I'd like to know whether he liked the article. Ok, ahí vamos a utilizar whether. Es parecida, es la misma pregunta, pero ahí utilizamos whether. Did he like the article? Ahora, esa misma pregunta vamos a hacerla de diferente manera utilizando whether. I'd like to know whether he liked the article. Ahora la pregunta número 3. Have you finished that newspaper? Esa misma pregunta la podemos hacer utilizando if. Could you tell me if you finished the newspaper? Y la cuarta pregunta tenemos, can I borrow your brochure? I wonder whether I could borrow your brochure. Whether I could borrow your brochure. Es la misma pregunta, solo que utilizando whether. Ok, tenemos acá otra explicación de acerca de las preguntas embedded. Information requests, questions. And then we have those questions, embedded information questions. Ahora vamos a hablar de preguntas para información. Las primeras son preguntas donde la respuesta es un sí o un no. Y las segundas y las preguntas que vamos a ver ahorita son para preguntas donde vamos a conseguir información. There we have. What's the article about? Ahora utilizando una embedded question sería tell me what the article is about. Why did you decide to read it? Ya para embedded information question sería could you tell me why you decided to read it? Why did you decide to read it? Could you tell me why you decided to read it? Who's the writer? I wonder who the writer is. Okay, ahí esos son embedded. Who recommended the article? Do you know who recommended the article? Who or whom is it written for? Can you tell me who is written for? It's written for. Whose magazine is it? I'd like to know whose magazine it is. When was it written? Would you tell me when it was written? Where is the writer from? Do you know where the writer is from? Be careful. Hay que estar con cuidado. Use normal word order, not questions word order in embedded questions. Ok, vamos a decir utilizar el orden apropiado de las preguntas, ¿verdad? Si vemos en las embedded questions, vamos a utilizar what, why, who, whom, whose, when, where. Esas son preguntas, son palabras para preguntas. Las vamos a utilizar en nuestras embedded questions. Veamos ejemplos. Change the questions to embedded questions. Ok, vamos a trabajar en esto. Tenemos una pregunta. Does she like to read? Ok, una embedded question podría ser I wonder if she likes to read. Ahí sería una oración en vez de una pregunta. No, ahí sería una pregunta. I wonder if she likes to read. Solo que no pusieron el question mark. También puede ser una afirmación. To embedded questions. Where did you get the magazine? Can you tell me where did you get the magazine? La segunda es como una embedded question. Is he a John Grisham fan? I've been wondering if he's a John Grisham fan. And there we have, why don't you read the newspaper? I'm curious why you don't read newspapers. Who told you about the article? I was wondering who told you about the article. When did you read about the news website? I'd like to know when did you heard about the new website? Okay, so there you have the answers. Next week, we're going to, if you have any questions, I will surely answer them. Okay? Now let's move to the next grammar part. Here we have the survey we did the other day in class. Here we have some vocabulary. Okay, we're going to move to Unit 5. Unit 5. Okay, we haven't seen this unit, but we're going to do the grammar part. For Unit 5, we have in grammar, indirect speech imperatives. Ok, son imperativos en un diálogo indirecto. Indirect speech is a kind of noun clause. Es un tipo de cláusula de noun. It is direct object follows a reporting verb such as say, tell, or ask. Ok, es un objeto directo que sigue un verbo reportado como say, tell, y ask. Aquí tenemos 3 tips. Nos dice to report what someone said about quoting the exact words used in direct speech. Don't use quotation marks when you write indirect speech. ¿Ok? Cuando es direct speech, vamos a decir, Peter said, y vamos a abrir comillas. Be careful if you go out during the storm. Lo que está entre comillas es lo que dijo Peter. Ahora, cuando es indirect speech, Peter, ahí vamos a decir, Peter said, y le vamos a agregar un infinitivo. ¿Ok? Peter said to be careful if you go out during the storm. Esa palabra to hace el cambio. Es para que sea un indirect speech. Ahora vamos a ver, en un imperativo, an imperative in indirect speech becomes an infinitive in indirect speech. Un imperativo en un diálogo directo se convierte en un infinitivo en un diálogo indirecto. Vamos a ver acá, nos dice, they said, read the weather report. They said, abrimos comillas y decimos, read the weather report. Ahora, cuando vamos a decir que they said to read the weather report, to read es un infinitivo, ahí ya no va a ser direct. Se convierte en indirect. Ahora, en la otra oración tenemos, she says, don't, comillas, quotation marks, se dicen comillas, go out without a full tank of gas. Entre comillas. Eso que está entre comillas es lo que dijo la persona. Ahora, si le agregamos el infinitivo to al verbo, she says not to go out without a full tank of gas. Ya estamos hablando ya de un indirecto. Ya de último tenemos change time, expressions and pronouns in indirect speech as necessary. Cambiar el tiempo de expresiones de tiempo y pronombres en diálogo indirecto es cuantas veces sea necesario. She told Dan, quotation marks, call me tomorrow. Ahora, eso también lo podemos decir. She told Dan to call her the next day. Podemos hacer cambios en el indirect speech las veces que lo consideramos correcto. Tenemos ejemplos acá. Grammar practice. Martha told me be home before the storm. So there you have. Martha told me to be home before the storm. Lo pasamos a indirecto. Ahora, everyone is saying get ready for a big storm. Everyone is saying to get ready for a big storm. Number 3, the radio says, get supplies of food and water in case the roads are closed. The radio says to get supplies of food and water in case the roads are closed. They told her, don't be home too late this afternoon. They told her not to be home too late that afternoon. Ok, cuando le agregamos el to al verbo, ya lo estamos convirtiendo en indirecto. Ya no hay directo. El directo es cuando abrimos las comillas y escribimos lo que dijo la persona. Pero si le agregamos al verbo to, lo estamos convirtiendo en indirecto y cambia, ya no es directo. Maria always tells him, don't leave your doors open. Maria always tells him not to leave his doors open. Okay, so here you have examples how to work with indirect speech imperatives. This is very easy and very nice. You can check out the pair work for each sentence. Say what you think the speaker's original words were. Okay, you're going to use this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you're going to check them out to understand. Okay, so we're stopping here. See you in class. Please do the exercise we have been doing. You have homework and you have to practice vocabulary, the photo stories, the articles, and practice your pronunciation, please. Have a great day. Many blessings.